YouTube. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. We are going to do a day in the life, 2 weeks post show. If you guys haven't seen my last couple of videos, I documented my first ever bodybuilding prep. I did a 24-week bodybuilding prep and I did 2 shows. It is now 2 weeks after that last show and we are in my recovery diet. And I am so excited to share with you guys how it's going, how I'm feeling, what a typical day in the life looks like now that I am not in prep. So you guys noticed that I didn't get up and do fasted cardio, no double braids in. We got heatless curls instead of braids going on. There's been a lot of changes. Also, I have gone the more natty makeup route. And as a woman who did a smoky eye like every single day of her life in high school, the transition to just lashes was already a thing. But now we're back to just mascara and natural makeup. Also loving it. So lots of changes going on in my life. I'm going to take you through my day and it's gonna start with breakfast because I am hungry and I have to get to the gym to train. And we got a lot more food going on and I am so excited about it. No more spaghetti squash bowls. I can't even look at another spaghetti squash right now. No more pumpkin bowls. We're gonna have like a full oatmeal bowl and I'm so excited about it. Like actual carbohydrates. So I'll show you my loaded oat bowl in just a second. Pre-training meal, breakfast going down. We got a fat bowl of the Pride Foods cream of rice, brown sugar, cinnamon flavor. We have the vegan frosted cinnamon bun flavor with that. In the bottom right here, we have a Dannon zero sugar, not light and fit, zero sugar Greek yogurt on top, raspberries, and then this pumpkin crumb donut flavor on top. This whole combo is so fire. Something that you guys will notice about my meals is that they are getting larger just from me eating more food, but I'm also keeping fiber and volume in check. Because if I was just eating whatever I was eating before, when my food was much lower, my fiber would be absolutely through the roof and I would be eating just a large amount of food, which could cause a lot of tummy upset. And that's not what we want, right? So as food goes up, we can swap in some different foods to keep all of that in check. So that's why I'm not having oatmeal. That's why I'm having cream of rice because I'm having raspberries, which is a little bit higher fiber of fruit versus if I was having like a banana on top that doesn't have as much fiber in it. So then I could have like an oats base or even mixing oats with cream of rice so that I can have more carbs, but without overdoing it on fiber. I'm gonna eat this, then we're gonna hit legs. I haven't had a solid leg day since before my first show. So it had been like 6 weeks before I had gotten in like a really intense leg day. I think I got like 1 in between shows. I'm starting to get back in the hang of training. I'm not like super loving it yet because my body is still like recovering and my joints still feel like kind of crackly and stuff. At least I don't feel super weak and tired in the middle of my workout. So I will take it. I'm only training 4 days a week now. I'll give you the full update in a little bit, but eat this, then we hit legs.
I can see the sunlight fade away. Ooh, come a little closer, stay with me. Ooh, guess I've always been a little afraid of the darkness. Yeah. No matter where I'm at, I'll be okay. When you say I will be a sun shining through the dark night, dancing till the sunrise, baby, I will light you up. I will be the sunlight shining through the dark night, dancing till the sunrise, baby, I will light you up, light you up. La 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 la, baby, I will light you up, light you up. La 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 la, baby, I will light you up, light you up. Even if the sky falls down on me, ooh, you'll be the one to set me free. Ooh, guess I've always been a little afraid of the darkness. Yeah. No matter where I'm at, I'll be okay.
Finished up my leg day, but I wanted to show you guys my outfit. I thought it was so cute. I'm making it a point to get dressed every day in a thing that's like not gym clothes. And even if it is gym clothes, just like a different outfit than the one I woke up in for one, or 2, the one that I worked out in. So this top right here, I believe it's from Zoffel. Might be from Shein, but This I got like years ago. These are from Amazon, and I got these cute little socks for my little Uggs that are coming in the mail. There's cute little crew looking things. I also got slouchy socks because everyone's been styling their little slip-on Uggs with those too. And I got a little Taz slide-ons, but I think I might also want the Ultra Minis. Not quite sure. I also need a pair in black, so might have some variety there. But this is my new little situation, getting dressed for work every single day, along with the new makeup that I mentioned earlier. So what I was saying earlier about my makeup is that I've always been like a lashes girl, or like a more dramatic makeup girl. I would say that my lashes weren't like too crazy dramatic because it was basically like all of the makeup that I wore aside from my eyebrows and stuff. But since I've been getting a little bit more into my TikTok bag, I've been on TikTok more and seeing all of these just like dewy, fresh, glowy faces. And my friend kept sending me TikToks of them. It just suckered me in. And honestly, doing no makeup is harder than doing more dramatic makeup. It takes more time, it takes more skill to make it not look cakey and just like super glowy and fresh. So I'm enjoying the new challenge, if you will. And I just really love the act of putting on makeup in the morning and just taking that extra time. You know what I mean? So getting dressed in the morning, doing a little something different with the makeup in the morning, 10 minutes of self-care. Self-care is so much fun. To sit down and chat with you guys about post-show things, recovery diet things, and give you all of the updates. So I finished my last show about 2 weeks ago, and that was when I wrapped up summer shredding on Saturday the 21st. And the day after my show, I hung out with my family in the morning. I went and got some brunch with them because we had a client competing in the championship, which was the next day. So some coaches and some clients were there, and I don't get to see my family very often, and they came to see me compete and spend some time with me. So I was really grateful that I got to spend the day with them, getting brunch, going shopping, and just hanging out. And then Sunday night, we got to hang out at the client Airbnb house with all of our clients, and finally got my freaking boneless wings, which were like pretty mediocre, honestly, but we had some mega delicious cookies, and that was awesome. And that was my first intuitive eating day. So I had 2 intuitive eating days post-show. Now Monday we flew home, and that was also like a pretty mild intuitive eating day. So all that I really wanted post-show was variety in my diet. I wasn't craving any sort of crazy like treats or like a burger. It was just different vegetables and an actually satiating meal with carbs in it. So we ended up having like a breakfast sandwich that I just like grabbed in the airport from Starbucks, and then I had this big old Mediterranean bowl with like hummus and pita bread for lunch, and then for dinner I got a poke bowl. So pretty mild in terms of that, but that was our immediate post-show strategy, if you will. And then from there we decided to go into a recovery diet, which is a more aggressive form of a post-show dieting strategy versus like a reverse diet. A reverse diet is a more slow and gradual approach to walking down your cardio, bringing up your calories, and it can prolong the amount of time that you are in a suboptimal state in terms of your gut health or your hormones or something like that. And my primary goal right now is to get myself internally and hormonally healthy, to support my menstrual cycle coming back, to support really good digestion, and just to support my body in general, so that I can get to a state where I can go into a growing season. Because when you're immediately coming out of prep, you're not just gonna be like super anabolic, you can go super hard in the gym, because your body's at a really high risk for injury from the low body fat and the low food and the high fatigue. My primary goal was to just get back to feeling as good as possible as soon as possible. That is why we immediately jumped my calories up and cut my cardio. Calories were doubled from what my depletion week macros were, which was just a godsend. And then cardio was dropped to less than half, which was awesome. And my weekly weight average only went up by like 1.5 pounds, which is awesome because a lot of it was sheer food volume in my body and then also glycogen. So my body is actually holding some water now from actually eating carbs. And then week 2, calories went up another 15% and my cardio got dropped again. I only went up by like 0.2 on my weekly weight average. So my body is looking absolutely incredible in terms of how it is responding. I'm slowly feeling better. It's not like an overnight fix, right? My hormones have to come back online. I have to put more body fat on. And this morning I actually woke up only about 0.5 pound over what my stage weight was at summer shredding. So slowly but surely, but my body is absolutely eating up all of the food, all of the rest, which is really cool to see because my body has never been one of those that has just been able to do that really well. I have been the kind of person to go out and have a free meal and then the weight goes up and then the weight just stays on. Like it just stays on. It doesn't matter if I went crazy or if I like really overate or just ate a normal amount of food. If the weight went up, it would just stay on the scale and it would stay on my body. So I've always been in a body where I felt like I had to be more conscious about what I was putting into it and how meticulously I was tracking, which I personally don't mind. I really love this lifestyle of bodybuilding and tracking macros and just being a dietitian. I love the data and the nerdy stuff that goes along with it. But it's really cool to see that if you push your body to a place where it's never gone before in terms of dieting and body fat levels, you can really change the trajectory of like your physique forever, which is why I really wanted to compete this year versus waiting another year to build more tissue, because that's ultimately my feedback this season is that I'm just small. I need more tissue, especially in my upper body, more glutes, which I'm really excited for. You guys just saw me hit a leg day, which is primarily glute focused, because a lot of the feedback that we got is that my legs themselves, meaning hamstrings and quads, are at a decent size and they don't necessarily need that much more development compared to my glutes. So that's the primary focus, as well as just all of the delts. And that's also why I started my leg day with the cable Y raise, because we're pushing a lot of delt volume to get that to grow. But as of right now, training is relatively not that intense. We are like progressing through my training cycle. I'm getting used to being in the gym again. I took a full week off of the gym right after my show because I just like did not want to be in there at all. Like my body was just tired. I just wanted to sleep. I just got in some steps. Believe it or not, cardio does feel really good, and I do feel like when I wake up and do my cardio, especially just like first thing in the morning, it does give me a decent bit of energy. So I think I will keep that in there as long as I do have cardio sessions, is some sort of fasted cardio. And it's not because I have to, it's because I genuinely feel good and I want to, because I feel like I have just more energy when I do later on in the day. But I don't have it every day now, which is awesome. I'm not spending 2-a-days in the gym, and that's also why I'm taking that extra time to get ready in the mornings, because I can and I do have the time. And that's something that I did almost like push off for a while. And when you are in prep, you're just super low energy. You don't want to take the extra 5 seconds to do like anything. You want to conserve as much energy as possible. But I am truly switching gears in life from a way of life that was so regimented and by the book and by the minute and by the hour. I'm really leaning into this recovery diet and also just post-show and like normal life again. I really love the bodybuilder style of life, so that feels like normal life to me, and I really do enjoy it. I'm trying to just enjoy this version of life as much as I enjoyed the other one. Doing these 5-minute little things, like getting in non-athletic wear clothes every single day, and even doing my makeup a little bit differently, even if it takes a little bit more time. I've been really loving cooking just different recipes. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I do post some of them here on YouTube Shorts as well, but my dietitian heart loves experimenting in the kitchen and trying all of these different things. So I really have been enjoying it. It was a little bit of a mindfuck at first to not have all of these things to do all the time, and it really got to me for like the first week of just like, what do I do with myself? I know that I kind of fell into this. I'm not sure if I would say a lot of people, but for competitors, you can almost start to attach an identity to the prep and to being a competitor. And while I still do 100% identify as a competitor, because I do want to get my pro card, I do want to make this more of a career for myself and something that I do in the long term, identifying with the prep is also something that comes along with it. And this is why a lot of people do get post-show blues, and even why they would like blow their post-show diet, recovery, reverse, whatever approach you take out of the water, because you don't have that show date anymore. And it's really hard to stick to a protocol that you don't, bless you, you really have a hard time sticking to a protocol that you don't want to do. And that's hard to do post-show when you don't have that show, when you just are like, okay, what's next for me? That was something that I talked to my coach about before my very first show. We both agreed, I'm just small, I gotta grow. So after my second show, we're calling it, and we are moving on so that we can get my body back to where it needs to be, get my hormones back, and start growing. Because my ultimate goal is my pro card, and then see what happens from there. If I want to start competing as a pro, what improvements I need to make from there. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot of time, which I'm super excited for, and I can't wait. I've been talking about my off season since I was like 6 weeks out, and we've just been like mapping it out since then. So very excited to get into all of that, but I will not be stepping on stage again until at least 2025, once we put on a decent amount of tissue. So playing the long game, and I am here for it, and I am excited. I love feeling like a human science experiment and just getting to see all of the different and cool things that the body does. So I'm loving each step of this process, and I'm excited to share it all with you guys. So I would really appreciate it if you guys would comment below and let me know what kind of videos you want to see, if you want to see more about my training or more about my nutrition, if you want to see recipes, just days in the life, full days of eating, more like lifestyle stuff. I know that I've gotten a couple of requests to do like a full get ready with me and with all the products. Very excited for what is to come for my off season, my competitive career, my life, and this channel. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around for the entirety of this prep series. It has been a ton of fun to get to share it with you guys, and I'm really grateful that I did vlog this entire thing, because now I do have all of these memories that I get to keep forever. Love you guys. I will catch you in a little bit after I do a little bit of work, and I'll see you tonight. I just wrapped up work for the night. I just came out of my little office hidey hole in there. I was studying protocols for GERD and H. pylori. So interesting. I love learning about the body. I am eating this meal that has a chokehold on me. It is my chicken spinach artichoke dip, which if you guys haven't seen,
This recipe should be illegal. It's creamy, it's cheesy, and it packs over.
It is so good. And then I added in the Trader Joe's holiday hash, which is like sweet potato, butternut squash, celery, and it's basically like something that you could add to a stuffing. It's all of the Thanksgiving vibes. I spent way too much money at Trader Joe's this weekend, and I don't even care. It is post-prep. I deserve it. And then I topped it with polenta, which is basically like a grit cake. Like think of it, it's like cornmeal. It's made of like grits, but it's formed. It's not like liquid. So you pop it in the air fryer, and it is 12 out of 10. I'm gonna eat this, talk to my sister, so I haven't gotten to talk to her in a little bit. And then I'm going to watch the Great British Baking Show. The new season is on. I have a new favorite baker. I've gotten Chad hooked too, and that's also when I have my creamy. I've been testing recipes. And oh my gosh, again, like my little dietitian heart is loving being out of prep, because I get to get back in my recipe bag, creating them, posting them, all the things. So if this is a good one, I will film a recipe. Sister, who's I think like cleaning her house right now. When I tell you guys that this is the most insane creamy that I have made to date, look at that texture. Oh my God, this is a s'mores creamy. So it has a chocolate base, the Chocolate Decadence Pro by Core Nutritionals, not the ISO, the Pro, because that shit gets whippy. I added in some extra stuffs to it with the graham cracker, with the marshmallow, with the chocolate. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my post-show update, plans, next season, all of the things. Comment, share, like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.